Forget about the AP rankings. Forget about the coaches polls. We have our own Big Ten power rankings going into week 2, 1 through 18, right here. How does your team stack up? Locked On Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman, 40 years as a sports talk show host and play-by-play announcer. And I want to thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you, you everydayers, for checking us out. Hey, hit that free subscribe button down below. That way you never miss a single episode. And if you could share, follow, and like, and hype, that would help us out a lot. Meanwhile, we're going to get into our power rankings, our polls, and then what's coming up next on our live Saturday podcast. I want you to be a part of it. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put these power rankings on the screen, 1 through 10, 11 through 18. We're going to go through them here, and I'll let you know how we got to these conclusions here. Look, we have to put Ohio State number 1. They just beat what was the number 1 team in the country in Texas. Their defense looks elite. They're the best team. And then the number 1 team in the country, they're the number 1 team in the Big Ten right now. Now, I know Penn State and Oregon and maybe a few other teams want a shot at that top spot. We'll get to them. We'll get to them in due time, and we'll see how their schedule pans out. By the way, Ohio State has Grambling coming up next. They had to fight tooth and nail to beat Texas and beat them 14-7. This Grambling game will be a 50-point margin, maybe 50-0. If Matt Patricia's defense can hold Texas to 7 points, what do you think they're going to hold Grambling to? All right, I got Penn State sitting here at number 2. They got their toe in the water for the season against Nevada. They got Florida International coming up next. And Penn State has the highest aspirations as well, just like everybody else. They're going to be up there near the top, and this will all pan out in due time. Drew Allar, the most experienced quarterback in the country, they got that advantage. You know, teams like, Arch Manning at Texas has been around a while, but he really hadn't played until now. You got a brand new quarterback at Ohio State. You got a brand new quarterback at Oregon. There's a big advantage here for Penn State with Drew Allar having, being 4 years and ready to go. I do have Oregon at number 3. Again, you compare last year, Oregon, and we did this on a podcast in the middle of the week about Oregon. They won all their games last year, but the first few games were a bit of a struggle. And then it wasn't until their third game against Oregon State that they kind of took off and became Oregon. Not so much the case this year. They handily beat Montana State, and I'm predicting a blowout over Oklahoma State. I think a little something that now they're a 4-touchdown favorite. Don't get me wrong. Mike Gundy sitting there whining about how there's all that Nike money at Oregon. I don't think that's set well with Dan Lanning. I think he's going to pour it on if he's got an opportunity for an extra touchdown or two at the end. But Oregon sits at number 3 in our power rankings. I've got Illinois at number 4, and they won easily over Western Illinois last week, 52-3. They're at Duke. Manny Diaz, remember him, the former defensive coordinator at Penn State. He's their head coach now. A very good coach, but I am surprised. I've seen the line in this thing between 2.5 and 3.5 for Illinois. I think they should win much more handily than that. And here's our big mover of the week. I got Washington. I really like the Huskies. I really do. And I thought their defense gave up a few too many points last week against Colorado State, but Damon Williams Jr. at quarterback. Jonah Coleman got 177 yards on the ground. They got like 500 yards of offense last week. I really like this Huskies offense, and they're number 5 in our Big Ten power rankings. I got Michigan sitting at number 6. I don't know what to do with Michigan. I think they're good where we can put them high on the list. I don't know how high. I don't want to penalize them and make them too low. Look, they're going to have their big statement game against Oklahoma this weekend, and we'll see if Bryce Underwood, who I thought looked really good against New Mexico, how's it going to look against Brent Venables, who's a very defensive-minded head coach at Oklahoma. He's going to try and have something special for him there and shut him down. That game is at Sherrone Moore's alma mater, Oklahoma. And then remember, Sherrone Moore starts serving his 2-game suspension after this one. I got USC at number 7. Look, you score 73 points, you're going to be in the upper half, even though it was Missouri State. They got Georgia Southern. They might do it again this week. So I got the Trojans at 7. Got the Indiana Hoosiers at 8. They beat Old Dominion, and I know this sounds bad to say. They didn't beat them by enough. I was concerned with their passing game. Mendoza is not Rourke at quarterback. The Hoosiers' run game is fine, but once teams start keying on that, they got to be able to pass. And I want to see how they improve here to week 2 against Kennesaw State. So I got the Hoosiers at number 8. I got Nebraska at number 9, coming off that primetime win at Arrowhead against Cincinnati. And they got Akron coming up Saturday night under the lights. Iowa at number 10. They're always top 10. They're always very good, very solid. I am concerned that they only threw for 44 yards against the Albany defense. Yeah, I didn't like that. They were favored by 38.5. I said, they're not going to score 38.5. I was right. That's what in last week's Pigskin Picks. They only scored 34. If Kirk Ferentz wins, it'll be his 206th win. He will pass Woody Hayes on the all-time mark. I don't know if he's going to get it. They got UMass next week. He should be able to do it there. All right, so that's our top 10. Let's take a look at the best of the rest, our power rankings of the Big Ten. I got Maryland at number 11. I was very impressed by Malik Washington as that team scored 39 points with a little help of the defense and their 6 interceptions. But Washington threw 3 touchdowns as well. And I think that was against Florida Atlantic. They got Northern Illinois on Friday night. Tonight, that's the team that beat Notre Dame last year, though. Keep an eye on them. Also, Rutgers at number 12. That big shootout they had last week against Ohio. Now they got Miami of Ohio. What are they recruiting Ohio? Scheduling all these teams. Michigan. They are at number 13. Michigan State, Aiden Childs. Again, is it going to be consistent? I saw some bright spots last Friday night. Let's see what he can do against Boston College. They beat Western Michigan last week. They lost at Boston College last year in the rain, red bandana day. Boston College scored a touchdown with about a minute and a half to go to win that game. I think this will be a close, good game. I think Michigan State can win it. I have Minnesota at number 14. I'd like to move them higher. Darius Taylor, 30 carries last week. It's too much, and they needed every bit of it against Buffalo. Coy Parrish, watch him. He'll play safety. He'll play wide receiver. He'll return kicks. They got New Mexico State. And Wisconsin, now without Billy Edwards for at least a week. He was injured last week in the shutout win over Miami of Ohio. Both sides were shut out, even when Billy Edwards was playing. And Wisconsin was only up 3-0 at the half. So I got them down here until their offense gets going. And after Middle Tennessee State, maybe Edwards will come back, but they got Alabama in a couple weeks, which all of a sudden looks like a winnable game, right? Then there's UCLA. I was sorely disappointed in their game this past week. At home, Nico was running for his life back there at quarterback. They're at UNLV. And Northwestern, it looks like it could be a tough sled for Northwestern. They lost to Tulane. They only scored 3 points. And they got Western Illinois tonight, Friday night. And Western Illinois didn't score a touchdown. So I don't know. Something's got to give. Somebody's got to score. But anyway, those are our official Big Ten power rankings. Let me know what you think. Did we get the order right? I think we did. You want to move a team around? Let me know. If you're new to us, we're here every day. And I always invite you to join us. And do all things Big Ten, all 18 teams. We have audio versions too. If you're not on YouTube, don't forget we're on Spotify or Apple. The very audio you're hearing right now without picture. We offer everything here at Locked On Big Ten. So that way you never miss an episode. Be sure to share, follow, and like after you subscribe. That would really help us out as well. Don't forget we have a website, talkbig10.com. All of our podcasts go there. You can go back for a second listen. And we also have links there where you could buy your favorite Big Ten team merchandise, shirts, t-shirts, and hats for your convenience right there on the website at talkbig10.com. All right. We got some news. I'm going to tell you how things are going to go this weekend with our special live podcast All the details coming up in 1 minute right here on the Locked On Big Ten. Game Time can get you to the games you want to go to. We've got college football. You want to get to a Big Ten game? Download the Game Time app. They got tickets for everything. College football, NFL, comedy shows in your neighborhood, concerts, all that. But hey, we're excited about football. And if you and your friends decide you want to go to a game, then all of a sudden they're like, okay, cool. You get the tickets. Now what are you going to do? That's pressure. You get the Game Time app, you get the tickets. You know, you can get into a college football game for as little as $25 these days. So use Game Time. Got the all-in pricing right there. There's no surprises. I like how you could see a panoramic picture of this from the view of the seat of the ticket you're about to buy right there. So it's just a couple of taps. Boom, you got your tickets with Game Time. Take all the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account and use the code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONCollege, LOCKEDONCOLLEGE for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket. Download Game Time today. Upside helps you save money with gas. You have to buy gas anyway. You're going to go back and forth to work every day. You're going to buy gas. You have to, no matter what the price is. But with the Upside app, you save some money, get some money back. So download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now, and you can start earning cash at the pump today. You can use my limited time promo code, the word football, and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. I could save you like $300 a year when it all adds up. And the payback is great. You can have it sent to your bank account, your PayPal, your e-gift card, your Amazon card, whatever you need. It's so simple. So don't let this offer drive by. Download the free Upside app now using my limited promo code football for a limited time, 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's the code football. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. All right, so a couple details I want to go through with you guys right now. Of course, I want to thank you first for making Locked On Big Ten your first listen every day. Everydayers, thank you. Subscribe before you go, if you don't mind, and hit that arrow, share. Because if you're a Big Ten fan, I know you know other Big Ten people that might not know we're out here every day. So if you could share as well, that would be great. And don't forget our website, talkbig10.com. All right, so what's coming up? We pick a game every weekend, the biggest game of the weekend, and we go live here on Locked On Big Ten right after the game. Like the game ends, you get the on-the-field interview with the winning coach, boom, we go live. I get your real-time comments that way, and you get my real-time, immediate, unfiltered reaction to the game, and we all join. We're going to do it after the Michigan-Oklahoma game this weekend, tomorrow. So that's a 7:30 game, 4:30 Pacific. It's going to end around 11-ish p.m. Eastern time, 8 o'clock Pacific. We're going to go live right after that. All right? This is the most unique Big Ten podcast in the world because it's audio, it's video, it's all 18 teams, it's news, it's analysis, and it's opinion. We never shy away from opinion. Yours too, again, in the comments section. Always love to hear from you. You can follow us on Twitter at TalkBig10, our website, talkbig10.com. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Check out a second listen, and I'm going to tell you about another big project that Locked On is doing for college football fans. Locked On and Fire TV present the college football kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll from Locked On Big 12 is your anchor, along with two-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college football star Jesse Holley, and our Locked On experts all together in one place, bringing it to you. A college football preview that only Locked On can do. Catch the college football kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. That'll do it for us. Enjoy the games. I'll catch you Saturday night after the Michigan-Oklahoma game. For Locked On Big Ten, I'm Craig Sheeman. We'll see you then.